Hey everyone, welcome back to the So You Shoot Weddings podcast. I'm Chris Prince. This is my co-host Mackenzie Frank.
Hey y'all.
And this week we're going to talk all about our, what's the word for it? What word would you say?
Services we provide.
The services we provide. Basically, what we offer to our clients is basically what we're going to do. I should have redone that intro, but we're going to keep going.
We're just going to go with it, Chris.
So what do you offer basically? So when a client sees your investment sheet or collection guide, whatever you want to call it, what do they see?
So since I shoot a little bit of everything, people have to come to me specifically asking for something. Like, I don't put my prices on my website for a couple reasons, but the big one is I shoot so many things. So it's not like family sessions, this, portrait sessions, this, senior session. Like, I just don't even mess with it. So I have a couple guides that I created. When they ask me, I can just send them my little PDF. But for weddings specifically, obviously I have my wedding packages, 1, 2, and 3. And 2 and 3 include engagement sessions, which is nice. I also offer customized albums, which I used to not do.
Ooh.
I was terrified of it.
Yeah.
But luckily, with some good software and a little patience and learning, I can now do that. And I love making albums now. That's super cool. I love having like a book in my hand, and the quality is really great. So albums are something. I also offer boudoir sessions. So those can be in-home or studio. Usually people do studio because if your home is just messy or bad light or your significant other is always there, kind of hard to do like a secret session. So studios are great because, like, for instance, Locust and Vine. Gorgeous, big, spacious, good light. Some props you can use, the bathrooms, even really pretty. Aside from that, I offer a photo booth, which I really don't like market a lot. We did that one video, which was really fun, and I got some positive responses from that. But my photo booth is like a 9-foot white seamless paper roll. You can do other colors too. So I even have like a sequin backdrop, which I need to like get videos of. So if you want to like do something,
let's go for it.
We can plan that. But that's fun because it's kind of like a guest book for your weddings. You know, people can use them at other events too, but we usually set that up during receptions, and my second shooter usually kind of takes care of that, takes photos of people. It's great because it's unlimited. You don't have to wait for the crappy prints to print out, and you can just like grab friends and come in, and they look really good. They're taken with a camera, like an actual camera. So you're getting those big, awesome files, and you can get those the day after your wedding. So it's like, hey, cool, look at all the people who were there and all the cool, fun stuff we had. I don't include props with those. It's kind of like a bring your own thing, or just don't use props at all, just because it's like such a nice, clean background and lit really beautifully. Hey, if you want to get like a headshot done at a wedding, jump on in.
Boom.
So there's that. And then I guess the last big thing I offer is my mentor sessions, which I started doing this year. And those are really great because they're for new photographers who have never picked up a camera, like all the way up to people who own their own businesses but just need like a refresher or inspiration, or want to like help people with posing and instruction. I love doing those because for the most part they're one-on-one. I'm doing my first group mentor session later this month, and it's just nice to practice with another model. You can ask any questions, you can bring your laptop, I can give you some like gentle constructive criticism. And yeah, what about you?
I was gonna say, well, to add to that,
yeah,
like,
please add.
The mentorships that we both offer, they're not just, it's not like it's the same. Let's say you did 2 mentorships. Let's say you want to do them months apart. They're not the same. So like they're catered to what you want to know at that time, which is what you mentioned. If someone who's never picked up a camera before, obviously you're going to go over things that are a lot different than if you someone who has been doing it for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's completely catered to what you want to know. What specific questions you have, maybe what you're struggling with. Maybe you're the best photographer in the world, but you're not good at running the business part.
Right.
Or maybe you're the opposite. Maybe you're just like, I don't quite grasp this behind the camera, but you're great at running your business. So you cater it to whatever you want, and that's what we do. We help with that. I've done a couple mentorships lately, and I did the giveaway not too long ago. And yeah, you'd be surprised how much stuff you can go over in an hour. That's what I did. I did an hour one.
Yeah.
You can do them longer. You can do them hands-on in person, but like even just like we did like a Zoom call. It was an hour. And man, I was just like, I should have charged more for this because like
You get a lot of
you
good
can do
information.
a lot of stuff in an hour. It's crazy. But so in terms of what I offer as a videographer, so highlight films are the number one. Those are the most popular thing nowadays. It's the industry norm, whether it's 3-4 minutes, 5-7, 8-10. Some people do longer highlight films. I do a lot of like 5-ish minute ones, but sometimes people want something a little longer. You can do I offer short films, which are usually close to a half hour, and then some. I do feature. I call them. What do I call them? Yeah, feature films, which are basically like an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't do those very often, but people, those are on my.
Wouldn't want to do those
Yeah,
very
right.
often.
Those are on my investment sheet. If people want those, they're there. Teaser trailers are really popular now. They're you give them a couple weeks after the wedding, and it's basically to get the clients pumped up about their wedding film, no matter what they're getting. I had a client recently. She booked only a teaser trailer. She didn't want to highlight. She just wants a teaser trailer, and that's fine. It's going to be really fun to shoot that wedding because I know it's going to be basically all eye candy for the teaser trailer.
Right.
But
so no like sound or anything?
Yeah,
or
I'll still record sound. I don't know how much
Okay.
it'll go in the teaser trailer, but I'm
Gotcha.
going to record it. But like, it's just a 1 minute film is what she's getting.
Mm-hmm.
So I do that. I offer all kinds of add-ons like similar to, you said, the photo album. So I offer a video playbook, which is essentially the video version of that. So instead of opening it up and seeing photos, you open it up and there's a screen and it plays your wedding film. You can click, next, and you can play the full ceremony. You could play, the father of the bride's speech.
That's
Kinda,
really cool.
basically like anything you want. You can load it onto there via USB. It's super easy, and it's great for like coffee tables and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have guests come over and they open it up, they're gonna be super surprised to be like, oh,
there's sound.
there's a screen
and there's, like,
on here. It's playing your wedding film. It auto plays. It's great. I offer those. People really love those. I offer what else? Keepsake boxes, which is I think it's like a 7x7 wooden box, pretty rustic looking. It slides open, and there is a wooden USB which has the wedding film on it, and that's really popular. And I usually engrave like the box with like their names on it and stuff. Offer those. It's called Keepsake because you can keep that forever. You can put it on your dresser, put it kind of wherever. Like it's gonna last forever, even if there's no USB in it and you have the USB somewhere else. Like that looks great on a shelf. So nice memento for your wedding day. I offer Super 8 footage, which is footage shot from a Super 8 film camera. I've had a bride book that recently too, and basically I shoot a whole roll, at least one roll. It's 50 feet, which is about 3.5 minutes almost ish of film footage. And it's, if you don't know what Super 8, just look up just YouTube Super 8 footage. And you've probably seen it before, you just didn't know what it was called. And I offer that. Man, what else do I offer? Can you think of anything else that I offer? I'm trying to think. So I try to cater it to like an additional hour if I want. I offer the mentorships, like we said. I've done engagement shoots before. It's pretty rare, but I've done them. I don't really market them. I should, but I don't.
I think it's fun. Like, I love shooting with a videographer, especially for an engagement session. It's nice to
get to know how they shoot.
Just everyone can be in a nice, cool group together.
And it's see in 8 months or whatever.
You can do your thing. I can do mine. Like, if I'm struggling for direction, I can be like, all right, Chris, what do you want to do? And I can,
It is nice too because it's almost like a trial run for the day. So I've done engagement videos before, and I'm trying to think what else. I offer an additional couple hours of coverage. I've done. Man, I'm trying to think.
There's some things that I don't offer, but I've heard other people do, and I used to have this on my list forever ago. But for photo. People would sometimes do same day edits.
Oh yeah, I do offer same day edits.
To show up at your
I've
ceremony.
never done a same day edit, but I offer them.
I worked with someone who did, and it just looks so stressful. You got to pull out your laptop, you got to import, edit, get it up on a TV screen. And
if I did a same day edit, I would hire people or at least one person to.
And I feel like it's pretty expensive too.
Oh yeah, because they're hard to pull off.
Yes.
And it just usually time is not on your side for that. but you can do it if you plan it out. You can definitely do it.
That
You
would
just
stress
need
me
more.
out.
I can't do it alone.
Right.
I probably can't even. I can do it with one other person, definitely two, but you definitely need people. And that's why they're expensive. You gotta hire people to help you.
Yeah.
But
And sometimes they like you have to provide the TV or screen
yeah,
in some cases.
and you gotta get. It's just a lot more planning. 'Cause you have to.
and
Oh, is there gonna be
stuff.
audio at the reception? For
Right.
what kind of screen do we have?
Can we
all
hook
that.
it up to something? Yeah.
Yeah, but no, same day edits are, if you don't know, it's when the couple basically watches kind of a teaser or at least part of their film at their reception the same day. So that's why it's called the
So
same day
crazy.
edit. It's from everything you've shot up to that, prior to that.
Mm-hmm.
So usually, let's say the reception is at like 6:30. I don't know. The ceremony is at like 3:30. So you shoot the ceremony, and usually right after that, you send whoever you have with you to edit what you have so far as fast as possible. And usually you do like a template almost. You already have the
Yeah.
song picked, and you kind of plug in.
Yeah,
Usually
plug
that's
in.
that's how you do. That's how people do it. I've heard. So like, cause I've never done one, but you do that, and you set it up, and then by the time the couple's done eating, or maybe during dinner at the reception, you get the screen out and you play that, and the guests get to watch it too. So it's not like it's a little screen.
So it's really cool and it's fun
Yeah.
for everyone. It's also a good way to display your work in front of hundreds of people at a wedding who like might potentially book you.
Yeah.
But it's just a lot in a little amount of time.
Yeah, it's really hard to pull off. But no, and I've never done it, like I said, but I know people, like, trust me, you're gonna get a lot of compliments that, like,
Yeah.
people are gonna be like, I've never seen that before. That's crazy. So it's probably like a snowball effect, I would say. If I did one, I bet I'd probably get a lot more
yeah.
interest in one. But there's that.
Another thing, like nowadays live streaming is something that people offer. I don't even mess with it because it's video related and nah, but you know, it's popular, especially like if you can only have so many people at your venue, but you still want everyone to be a part of it in some way. Hook it up. I don't even know how you do it. Do you know about
You
it?
can get like a, what's it called, like Sling Studio. There's like ways to do it. You can
Okay.
set up multicam and stuff. I've never done it. I really am not interested in doing it, but some people are.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays. If you had, heck, in March and April, if you had that
Yeah.
set up, you're probably making a killing right now. Even as like an add-on, you could probably talk your couple into it. Hey, for a couple $100 more or whatever. I would say most of them are probably going to be doing that, but yeah, I would say that's pretty much most of what I offer. Do you
Yeah.
have anything else?
I can't think of anything else. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
I love how we're just like, what do we offer our clients? We can't remember. We've talked about so many. I can't remember if I've talked about it all or not. But yeah, so at the end of the day, I try to like not limit, I guess, what my couples can spend. So like, that's why you add things that like an additional hour of coverage. They can keep adding, you know, they can add 2, 3, 4, and they're not going to add 4 more hours probably. But like, you try to make it so it's not closed. Like they can always add, oh, like I really like this. Let's add that. I don't know if I'll need this, but maybe I can add that. So you definitely want them to have options. And don't just be like, oh, for this collection, that's all
Yeah.
you get. You don't get anything else.
I think a la carte things are cool. It's fun for them to like pick and choose and then personalize it. Like my packages are pretty simple, but yeah, you can add the extra hour, you can add the photo booth, whatever you want to do just to make it fit you the best.
A couple more things that I offer are like a stationary ceremony film, which is they get their full ceremony separate from their highlight film. Because I might put a minute of their ceremony in their highlight film. I have no idea. I might put 30 seconds of it. I have no clue. But some people want their full ceremony separate, so I offer that separately. So they pay an additional for that if they want it. And same thing with the speeches and first dances. You know, I might put 30 seconds of a speech in the film. I don't know. I won't know till I'm editing it how much I'm going to put in it. But if they want those in full separately, they can get those. So I offer that. Raw footage is a big one. It's probably way more common than video for photo.
Yeah,
Does anyone ever ask you for your raw photos
I've only had it happen once
in like years or no?
In years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's pretty rare for
Yeah,
me.
but for video, it's a lot more common. I don't know exactly why, but it is. So basically, people, couples just want like I guess everything they've shot. So I offer that because it's super easy for me to upload it to Dropbox, send them the link to it. That's great. You can make a lot of money by selling your raw footage. And I've even told, this is something, I can't remember if I said it in the last episode or a different episode, but so I can go through my old hard drives. I usually do at least 2 years. So I'll save all the footage for at least 2 years after I shot it. But let's say I go through my 2018 brides down the list. I send every one of them an email telling them I'm going to delete the raw footage soon.
Yeah.
Which is true. I'm not lying.
Right.
I'm going to delete the raw footage soon to save space. Would you like to purchase it at, half off?
Just so, yeah, you can have it because once it's gone.
Let's say 30 of those brides. Let's say 8 of them say, yeah. Well, I just made an extra $4,000.
Hell yeah.
Off of, because I do mine for $500 a piece.
To
Some people
do
more.
much more work, To
literally
why not?
To literally upload and share. Here's here's the email. Download it whenever you want. It's right there. So, it's nice way to make extra money, but it's also nice because they're like, you know what? Yeah, we didn't purchase it at the time. It's 2 years later.
Yeah. Now we have the money.
Sure.
Now we
go
want
for
it.
it.
Yeah.
Everybody wins. That's great. So that's a huge thing that I do. And that's pretty common. Some people do buy that like right off the bat, which is fine, but they can buy it usually years later. So I would say after all those films, teaser trailer, Super 8, all that stuff, I do some corporate work. I don't like advertise it at all. It's pretty rare, but I do it sometimes. But other than that, it's mostly weddings, and then like we said, engagement shoots. But yeah, is that pretty much it?
I'm trying to think. Like the only other things I offer, and it's only if I'm available, is rehearsal dinner stuff. So if you want like some family photos there, or like during speeches or whatever, that's fun. I've only done a couple because usually like I'm booked that Friday already or whatever. And then what was the other thing? Prints. So you can order prints through me, which is nice because again, super easy to order. They come straight to your house. You can order different sizes, canvas, metal mounts, and yeah.
That's another thing. I almost forgot, like elopements or destination weddings. So I don't advertise usually. So if someone gets a hold of me and they're doing an elopement or destination wedding, it's the prices are as is, but also I need, they have to pay for travel, flights and lodging, usually food per diem. People are like, what's that? It's so you ever go on vacation and you like forget, oh yeah, we have to eat every day. Mm-hmm. You spend more money, you might have spent a couple $100 that week on just food. So that's something that like, we're not provide, but that's something that we get paid for when we do destination weddings. If we're in Jamaica, I'm doing Jamaica next year. If I'm there from, I think it's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think that's 4 days. I think we're leaving on Monday, so that's almost 5 days. Heck, if I spend $50 a day on food because I'm at I'm at like a resort, it's probably going to be at least $50 a day. That's $250 at least. Probably more than that. We'll round the, let's say, $300. So that's $300 that I was not planning on spending because I just forgot. So charge for that.
It's really important to be compensated for that stuff because again, if you're doing a destination wedding, you're gone for a couple of days, and that's a couple of days that you're turning down other work that you could be taking. So your couple needs to know that. Like, I get giving discounts to go places, and that's totally fine. But just remember that like every day that you're gone, not home, not shooting, you're kind of losing money. But if you like to travel, that's great. Do whatever you got to do.
For sure. 100%. So I think we talked about a lot of stuff that we offer, and there are things that we don't offer that maybe you do or vice versa.
Just offer what you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Again, same day stuff. I'm already stressed out as it is. I'm not going to add to my plate, but yeah.
But now, that's for sure. It. Yeah. And if you guys have any questions, ask them in the group. You can DM us on like Instagram. We'd love to answer any questions, and we will see you guys next week.